Right, so the next step, once you've done your bike geometry sketch, we'll now have to make the bottom bracket, the seat tube, and then the head tube. So for the bottom bracket, we'll just simply make a cylinder, 40 millimeter, with a and then we extrude it at 68 millimeter. Right, so to do this, it's better to create exactly a new sketch. So this is just a sketch on the right plane. So I'll make two circles here, right? Their thickness would be 2 mm, while the outermost diameter would be 40 mm, just like that. Then from there, we simply extrude that by 68 millimeter. So 68 millimeter. Now if you notice, it will be extruded on blindly like that. We don't want that. What we do is we set it to mid plane so that it will be extruded right smack at the middle, and that's what we want. Then you just simply accept that, and now you have your bottom bracket. Now the next thing that we'd want to make is probably the head tube. So again, I'll make a new sketch. So here we have to create first our axis of revolution. So the technique we're gonna do for the head tube is called the revolve technique. So we simply need to sketch one side of our uh, cylinder. So in this case, it is just a simple rectangle, and we just have to make sure that our rectangle is parallel, to this center line there. Let's look at the dimensions of that. That's 38, and I'm assuming the inside diameter or the thickness is also 2 mm. So this needs to be 38, and the thickness will be 2 mm, 2. And then we simply revolve that, and since the center axis is a construction line, the software will automatically set it as the axis of revolution, and it will do a 360 revolution, making a cylinder, and we simply just uncheck the merge result, and we accept that. Right. And then from here, we can now make the seat tube. So to be able to do that, there's two ways. You could make the same technique as the head tube, but then you have to cut it so that it will not go through the bottom bracket. But what I will do is I will make a uh, plane here, a reference plane using the point line method, and I will make two circles, and then I will simply extrude it up to the surface of the bottom bracket. So the first thing I do is I select the point, and I press Ctrl in my keyboard, and I select this line, and I'll choose the plane. And what it does, it makes a plane perpendicular to the line and right smack at the point that I've selected. So you just simply accept that, and then from there we make a sketch on that plane. It's gonna be two circles, one and then two. Then let's check the dimensions. So this is supposed to be 34 mm. Let's just make the thickness maybe 2 mm as well. So the outside diameter is 34, while the thickness would be again 2 mm. There. Then we simply extrude that, but instead of extruding it mid-plane or blind, because if you're gonna do this, you're just gonna extrude it like that, you're gonna pass through the bottom bracket, which is wrong. We don't want that. So what we do is we set it to up to surface, and we simply select the surface, outer surface of this bottom bracket, and there it will extrude it up to that surface only. So right now you could merge the result if you want, but in my case I will unmerge it, because later on when you want to prepare technical drawings and you want to get the notching profile of this, it's better to not merge our tubes for our bicycle frame. So there. Now, for the top tube and bottom tube, we do the same technique as the uh, seat tube. But the difference is we have to make a plane right smack at the middle. So that's the reason why we created this point when we created the bike geometry sketch, because we will use this point and press control and this line to make our reference plane, just like that. So you could make it that smaller just to make our workspace manageable. And from that plane, you create your sketch. Again, this will be two circles, 1 and 2. And the dimensions of that would be 25.4. We're just gonna assume that the thickness is again 2 millimeter. So this will be 25.4. Alright, so it's a small, and then this one would be again 2 millimeter. Now, what we do now is we extrude that up to the surface. See, up to the surface of this. So one there, and then we will have to do another direction, but in this case up to the surface of the head tube here, just like that. We will unmerge it, and then you accept that, and you have your head tube. Okay, so I'll just do the bottom tube very fast. So again, select the point, select the line, make a reference geometry there. In this case, a simple plane. I always manage my plane like this. It doesn't matter if your plane display is small, it is still big. This is just makes my work area more manageable. I tend to, you know, organize it better in this way. So this is 2 mm thickness. So if you notice, even if I make a large sketch like that, that's still possible even if my plane is small. So the plane is actually uh, unlimited. It's just how it is being displayed. So this one, instead of 25.4, I'm gonna make it a little bigger. I'm gonna choose 31 mm because I think the bottom tube should be thicker or heavier. Again, up the surface of this, and then on the direction 2, up to the surface of the bottom bracket. There. Okay, unmerge that and accept. Now, the only thing that will happen here is that this seat tube and the bottom tube, they actually intersect in each other, and we don't want that. So you have to decide which one to cut. Either cut the seat tube or cut mm, the bottom tube. In my case, I'm gonna cut the bottom tube. So I'm just gonna make a plane. I'm gonna make a sketch on the right plane, and I'm just gonna create a circle as big as, no, this is wrong. I'm gonna make a rectangle similar to half of the bottom tube. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a 3-point rectangle just like this. Gonna extend it all the way, probably somewhere here, and I'll just make this line and that line coincident like this, collinear, I guess. So what will happen is that it will try to cut the this tube when we revolve this. Okay, so let's try to do that. This is going to be called cut revolve, and we select the axis of revolution there. So that will cut this, but instead of just accepting it, we have to select the body that it needs to cut. In this case, only this one, because if you also select this, it will also cut that body. So only select this so that it will only cut that particular body. And there, now it is correct, just like that. Okay, So our next steps would be making the sit stay and the change stay, and finally the uh, drop out when we come back.